Have you been told by an exercise expert or somebody who teaches a class that you should suck your belly in and imprint your low back to the ground when you're doing core work? Well, let me explain to you why that is absolutely 100% wrong, and it's potentially going to cause injury to your spine. So here's what we need to understand about the spine. This is the back, this is the front. If your spine is in this neutral position, which we call lordosis, it is safe. It can handle lots of load from the top, lots of load from the bottom. The whole point of bracing the core properly is to make sure all of the structural muscles around the spine keeps the spine in that neutral position. That's why powerlifters wear belts. If you take your spine and you suck your belly button back in and flatten your spine just like this, you are out of the position that is going to allow for you to maintain stability, and you are going to break the structure down. Lordosis is what we want. So patients of mine that actually come in with lumbar pain or low back pain from weightlifting or doing yard work, I always do a test called a compression test. Now, there's two ways to do it. You can kind of drop your spine down and grab the chair and pull yourself into the chair, or sometimes I'll have them get into this position and then I'll push down on their shoulders. If they have pain with that, that tells me their spine doesn't like to be compressed and they don't know how to brace properly. Oftentimes, what I'll teach them to do is sit up properly, tighten their core the right way, retest, either pulling up on the chair or pushing down, and the pain actually gets better. And that's because the spine is now in that good shape that I told you, lordosis, and it's supported with a brace. Let's practice. We're not drawing in. I want you to forget that, get that out of your vernacular. What I want you to do is take your fingers, dig them into your abdomen just like this, and cough. You can see my abdominals are pushing out all the way around. Here's a cool test. Take your thumbs, dig them into the muscles of your lower back, cough. You can see my thumbs pushing outward. That means my spine is being supported. Now try this test. Suck your belly button back in, and you can see nothing is happening to my thumbs. That's because there's no support in the spine. So next time you're in a Pilates class or a butt burner class or whatever you like to do, and your instructor is telling you to pull your belly button back, don't do it. Create intra-abdominal pressure and brace by going or clearing your throat. All of those will build out that brace. Now, once you're here, practice breathing. Because patients ask me a lot, well, I can't brace and breathe. I feel like I'm holding my breath. It takes a little bit of time, but you will figure it out, I promise. Practice it in your car. Practice it when you're watching TV. All you have to do is brace and then just breathe. And picture when you're breathing, your diaphragm is moving up and down like this, and your core is maintaining a cylindrical stiffness in shape. Now, I want you to imagine somebody is going to punch you in the stomach, or an elephant is going to walk on your stomach.
What?
Your natural reaction to somebody punching you is not going to be to draw your navel in. That's only going to contract about 10% of your core, and it will not stabilize the spine. So the whole reason powerlifters wear belts like this, it's not because the belt gives them support. The belt gives them something to push against, which creates a huge foundational support for the spine so they can maintain max effort pushing and pulling and not break the spine down. So if you put something like this on and you suck your belly button back, this thing's useless. It's not doing anything. What you want to do is wear your belt, tighten it up, and then push into it. Not forward, not back, not sideways, all the way around. Maintain that. That's intra-abdominal pressure. If you have intra-abdominal pressure, you can manage heavy weights, especially when they're out in front of you, out to the side of you. I want you to try this trick at home if you don't have a bad back. Tighten up your core. Take a heavy weight like this, push it out in front of you. You're going to be really strong. Now, suck your belly button in, push it out in front of you, and it's way harder to hold up.
You lose that battle. You lose that battle 9 times out of 10.
I have less stability because my spine is not supported. my brain recognizes that and it's saying, hey dummy, get out of that position. It's killing the power to the extremities because it knows the spine is not supported. If you're lifting heavy weights, whether it's pulling from the ground, squatting, throwing weights around, or picking up your kids, teach yourself intra-abdominal pressure. Tighten that up. Get used to it being tight all the way around, so when you're going through your movements, you're supported, you're not going to hurt your back, you're going to max out your strength, and most importantly, you're going to get better, not older.